I would like to thank you all very much for having organized this meeting here in Lviv. Today, as my dear friend Dmytro said, we have had our joint strategic planning meeting, and we talked about the 10th high-level strategic council meeting preparations ready. And we hope that this summit will be a solution and result-oriented, and that's why we will continue our work until the summit is held. In particular, starting with the free trade agreements, we will be working to make sure that some other agreements are ready until the...
I mean, Ukraine and Turkey have become increasingly close over just the past couple of years, it seems.
Yeah, that's correct. There is a great interaction at both state levels and also community levels. Let me tell you like this. The number of tourists arrived in Turkey was 1.6 million. And now we are expecting 2 million at the end of this year. So the interaction is really high. Other than this, the interaction is not limited with tourism, but with trade, defense industry, and education. There are thousands of Turkish students having education in Ukraine. So I think such kind of meetings and also the coming summit is built to have a concrete relation based on strong pillars. That's clear.
And one of the most important things that certainly the government of Volodymyr Zelensky keeps saying to the Turkish government is thank you so much for your support in not recognizing the illegal annexation of Crimea, Ukrainian territory, by Russia a few years ago. That's a delicate balance for Ankara, of course, because the relationship with Moscow is also growing while the relationship with Kiev grows.
I think the mood of international politics is changing and has changed, actually. The problems are isolated and handled differently in accordance with the interests of the states, and also emotion is left behind. So Turkish perception regarding Crimea leans on first emotion because of the historical heritage due to Tatars living in Crimea. And second thing, recognize the integrity of Ukraine, because once you just grab one portion of land of another country, that means it will continue targeting different lands. So Turkey is against it. And one significant principle in Turkish foreign policy is legitimacy. If Crimea is a legitimate part of Ukraine, I think no need to discuss it.
Yeah. Now, what do the two countries need most from each other when it comes to security? I mean, the trade, obviously, Mevlut Cavusoglu has talked about it, and always when these leaders get together, they talk about their bilateral relations in terms of trade and in terms of improving the quality of life for each other through that trade. But in terms of your special subject, Murat, what about security?
Well, security is really important for both, but defense industry, mainly cooperation in defense industry, is at the forefront nowadays. Mainly production of specific parts of complicated weapon systems are being discussed. For instance, Turkey is about to produce an aircraft, a Warrior, which is really a hope after F-35 strike of the United States. So Turkey is looking for technology that Turkey can produce, for instance, engines for this aircraft. Well, it has been a long project to engage in defense projects like this with Ukraine, though. I think Turkey will also include Ukraine to the domestic defense projects in Turkey. So this interaction will create another synergy, improving security, maybe with a reflection to Black Sea, because we know that Romania, Bulgaria are also looking in search of such technologies by cooperating it. So there is a probability of expansion of cooperation in the Black Sea region, maybe taking energy or defense industry to the epicenter of the efforts.
Right. In about 30 seconds that we have left, Murat, do you think Ankara will be pushing NATO to say, come on, let's bring Ukraine on board, because Ukraine really wants to join the military alliance?
Well, this is the official policy of Turkey, not only about Ukraine, but also Georgia. But there's a great hesitation in NATO not to directly confront Russia. But I think for the security of the region, it is a must. Otherwise, this Russian aggression in the Black Sea will keep continue.
Murat, thank you. Always appreciated. Murat Aslan, security analyst, speaking to us from Berlin.